Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be the start of the assembly of the CNC Router kit. Finally got all the rest of my parts in. There's the frame, and down there's the two extrusions for the X-axis. These are the ball screws, couplers, all the nuts and bolts to assemble the base frame. I made these little MDF feet to put on the legs so they don't scratch up the MDF table. There's the linear rails and bearings. The last shipment just came in today, which is all these plates and aluminum plates and mounting plates and everything. There's the spindle motor mount. I am missing that. For some reason they didn't send that and the inverter that I was supposed to get for the spindle motor, and so I'll have to call them about that. And I noticed after watching a video a while ago of assembling this kit for about the third or fourth time, I noticed that I'm missing some corner brackets that go right here, attached to the leg and the end of this side little angle corner brackets. So I'll have to ask him about those too. But I'm going to start first by mounting these MDF feet to these legs. Well, I just found out that the countersink I put in these is not deep enough. So I'm going to take these back to the drill press and countersink them a little deeper for these flathead screws before I can start. Okay, we got them countersunk a little deeper now, so hopefully they'll be okay. Go. That should be okay. I'll scratch my MDF. We'll get the other three put on there and then start assembling the frame. Alright, I got the feet mounted onto the legs. Now I need to put these angle brackets on this center extrusion. So we have to slide it into the two long pieces before we put the end ones on. So figure out how these things go together here. See if that'll go in there. Okay. Okay. Put one on this side. Okay, turn around, and that'll go in there like that. Do the other end. Well, let's see if we can slide this center extrusion in there. Might be a little tricky. ahead and mark the center of this beam and the center point on the length of the two side extrusions, so we can line it up properly. Just going to snug these up for right now. Come back after everything's squared up and really tighten them. Okay, I got the centerpiece mounted in there and it's squared up pretty decent. Got the screws just snugged up fairly snug so I can check everything after I get the two ends on. I got the corner brackets mounted onto one of the end pieces. Getting ready to mount it into between the two side extrusions now. Alright, that went pretty good. Alright, take care of that end. Now we got to do the other end. We'll get this other end rail ready to mount in now. I got the brackets on both ends, so we're ready to slide this one in place. Okay, we got the frame together. So let's put the legs on next. I did talk to the gentleman at CNC conversionkit.com about these end brackets, and he's going to send them to me along with the spindle motor and there was one mounting bracket for the ball screw on the x-axis that was the wrong one they sent me, so he's going to send me another one of those. So hopefully in a day or two we'll have those parts. Alright, one leg down, three together. Look at all the legs mounted on, and I went around and tightened up all the bolts on these brackets. Checked it with a square. Seems to be dead nut square. So that's a good thing. So I'll flip it over, and then next thing to do is put the linears on the two side extrusions. Well, we're ready to put the first linear rail on the side of the extrusion. Takes about 20 screws. Well, it looks like these holes are too small for the bolts that they sent. The bag is marked linears, so let me check that out. Okay, I got all the holes drilled out to 1/4 inch with a 1/4 inch bit to fit these 1/4 inch socket head cap screws. So we're back in business. See if we can get started on this. Well, got all the screws in. Now it's time to try to slide it into the extrusion. Well, that went pretty easy. So I guess it's safe to go ahead and tighten these up. Went ahead and mounted the linear rail on the other side off camera, and went through and tightened all the screws on both sides. Checked the distance from the top of the extrusion to the top of the rail on both sides all the way down. It was exactly 9 millimeters, so it's good and even.